So here's me helping doing the Ambi guide. So we're just gonna go over some few things real quick. First, these two abilities. It's the like shock and route or something. I don't know. You buy the scare tactics, right? And it's like 1.5 mil, and you'll see why in a second. But just instead of like your two stuns, like the bind and the wrappings, whatever that they are, get those two instead. Way better. So you're just gonna pot up, get everything ready, and just start your sunshine, your A pot, do whatever you're gonna do. Your tsunami staff spec, you're just kind of doing this first phase. Um, you can flick this if you want to do the ranged flick. You don't have to. Um, I'm just kind of gonna do this whole thing really low and slow and deliberate, just to give you an idea, right? So I have 13 seconds left of sun. You can do the placement a little bit better of the smoke. It really doesn't matter. Just kind of whittle them down until you get that. Then you're going to stun that black hole, and then you're going to keep cruising through. So however much damage you do here, it's just do your sunshine rotation, and that should be enough for just a one cycle on spinners. And then at that point, you're just going to start stacking some bleeds until you get the spinners, right? Just build up those bleed specs on your dual wield weapons. You can reso that mage hit, but really, whatever you can see, I didn't use any food whatsoever, just mostly camping soul split. And so now you're going to use combust, and you're going to use that ability, and it moves the target, right? And that's going to make combust do more damage. Now here, I'm not going to kill all the spinners, just to kind of show you what's going on, and really that it doesn't matter. And that like there's a lot of people panic or freak out about the spinners, so I'm just gonna kind of intentionally do this really, really scuffed, just to make sure that I only get 3 spinners, right? So obviously, if you do actual abilities, G staffs or Ivans or thresholds, you can kill usually at least 4, probably even 5. But I'm just gonna hang out, right? Because just for the sake of demonstration purposes, right? That even if you only kill 3 of them and 3 are still alive, it is totally fine. So the first one, just debilitate, reflect, and it'll hit you for like nothing. At 2k, you'll heal past that. You can eat if you need to. The second one, I like to just vit pot, right? And you'll be totally fine. And then the last one, you have enough adrenaline if you want a Cade or a Mort, but you can also just use Shield Dome, which uses no adrenaline, doesn't matter at all, and it's free. So you can do really whatever you want. After that, just back into another sunshine. You have more than enough time to get him to that 550,000 threshold, just by doing honestly basics, some omnis. And like I said, at this point, I have not used any food. If you find yourself getting low on health, use debilitate, use reflect, do whatever you need to do. You can actively soul split flick, but you can also just kind of ignore it, because you're going to get a pretty big heal soon from Seiryu. So as long as you passed him under that 550,000 threshold, go as slow as you want. It doesn't matter, because you're not getting any more spinners. So just take your time, do what you need to do. Obviously, there's way better ways to go faster and stuff, but this is mostly just kind of show you that it's a lot easier fight than a lot of people think, right? I don't even have him vulned right now. So just build your dual wheel specs until you get that Seiryu where he kills the Krasins and everything, and then you can kind of prep into another sunshine. Now, this everyone thinks, oh, you got to block the smokes or the healing. You absolutely can. You can do the walk under and block it. You can travel with him, but I don't like that, especially if you're not using like necromancy. But you can do the walk under, it's fine. Or you can just hang out, and you will out damage it. Even by not doing a lot, you'll out damage it. Just do your Fasoa, do your sunshine, do your whole rotation, do damage, and once you get that, you're going to use devotion and your mage pray. And right after that, you're going to get a mage ball. So you can just keep it, right? And it'll nullify that. And then you can go back to soul split. Keep dumping damage, keep doing whatever, abilities, G staffs, bleeds, anything. And you see, I haven't done anything, and he's down to 150, and I haven't blocked any of the healing. I haven't done any of that. And if you look at the timer on devotion, it's almost down to 30 seconds, which means you're about to get another. This right here, the mage. You can use reflect. You can, and then swap to mage prey, or you can stay off the mage prey and you can vit pot, and that's going to give you a ton of damage back on Ambi. Again, the whole point here, I'm just going like super slow. You can do another sunshine if you need to. You could just dump thresholds, whatever you need to. But again, we're looking at that timer on devotion, so we know we're going to get another one in a few seconds. So hey, let's make sure we have enough adrenaline. Use devotion, we're good to go. But I mean, his health, he's super low. And just so you know, a couple points to make here. I am on Penance Aura, as you can see, right? Use any damage boosting aura, and all of a sudden, this will be a much faster and easier kill. I'm just using the Underworld Grim. I think it's like the Underworld Grim 2, right? So no specials, the stats are worse. So by using any God Book, again, it'll make the kill easier. And if you use weapon poison, because Ambi can be poisoned, and you can swap the gloves if you want for Cinderbanes, or you can just use the whole crypt. It doesn't matter. But like, even just adding those three things of an actual aura, an actual book, and weapon poison, and all of a sudden you're going to shave off a minute or more off the kill. It'll just make it so much easier. But this was just kind of to show you, like, the kill itself is pretty easy if you're not worrying about rushing through it as fast as you can. And once you just get comfortable, then you can focus on the step unders for making it a little faster, some other strategies. You can on the spinners, you can weave in a natural instinct to build adrenaline on the last or second to last spinner, and do like a tsunami into Fasoa into Metamorphosis for like a really, really, really fast damage dump. There's like a lot of options, but I just so you're aware, right? The kill is really straightforward. You can take it low, slow, and steady until you get comfortable, and then you can turn around and start ramping up the damage. Another thing with Mage, at no point did I swap off of Insight Fear, right? You can do the Insight and Exsanguinate rotations where you swap back and forth. You do not have to, but it is another just free damage boost. And as you can see, I was also just using Revo on basics. If you're full manual, you could just power through. There's so many options on reflex. You can use the Ring of Retribution. There's a lot of ways to optimize it, but the fight itself, super super smooth, right? You can just take it at your own pace, and you're good to go. So I hope that this helps you out. Good luck.